happy weekend. We are wrapping up the group stage of the main tournament for Link to the Past Randomizer 2025. We have quite a few, I guess, matches to get underway, but tonight we are actually in for quite a treat. We have Laoria facing off versus Telethar in Group S in the mode for casual boots. Quite the contentious probably result for groups. Things are kind of tensing up, so it should be quite exciting. Of course, not only for the group, but also for this match. I am Claire Mouse. Joined with me, of course, is the #1 seed coming out of main group qualifiers and currently undefeated in this group with a 6-0 record. Jamo, how's it going?
Yo, Clear Mouse. Thanks for that amazing introduction.
So Jamo, how do you feel about casual boots?
It's all right. I think, did I play any casual boots? Yeah, I played one casual boots, I think, in my group. I mean, I like it better than Randomizer. I can say that at least.
Okay.
Probably would be my second bottom mode for out of the 5, but
really? Oh, well, I think there was also maybe some sentiment that, especially those of us who came from SGL, or not, okay, I attended SGL, but I did not play, but for people who did attend and play the tournament, there was a lot of casual boots, so not surprised necessarily if people ended up maybe preferring other modes to play, but yeah, certainly no stranger to casual boots. And this has been
the classic, but
yeah, exactly. Yeah, this mode has been around. I don't think it's like one of the original modes, as in like the original ones were like standard and open, and then well, people liked a lot of things about casual boots. Like they liked the starting sword. They liked, probably most importantly, the starting boots. And then we get to play rando, so pretty
this
nice.
escape time is already kind of illegal. It's kind of
That's right.
It's kind of
That's
unfair
right.
because they got a full magic drop off of the guard before the chance to pick up the pots, so they actually got to skip the pots for free and just save time that is normally built into the escape. So we're already on a good pace for escape now, better than normal.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, we certainly won't look a gifted, I guess, guard in the mouth. We will take any and all gifts here with big magic. Yeah, so in this case, no need to go pick up some extra pots. Like, early magic is also kind of really a nice resource in my opinion, because it's just one of those things that are kind of hard to come by. That's why you pick up the magic pots, like just in case you get, well, probably the big thing is like powder and like hammer in a CAC. But then also if you end up finding like a weapon and escape. Oh no!
Disappointing still through from Telethar.
Okay. All right.
The time is ruined, basically.
That's okay. Telethar may or may not have been serious when he said if he gets a 5/5 escape, he's going to forfeit. So we'll see what is happening.
It's okay. With that magic pot, we should still be easily on pace for the sub-5.
Okay, yeah. We could also get a better weapon. We can also get a mirror in Zelda Cell. That's probably the big time save. Because we can literally just use the mirror and then save, I don't know, like 40 seconds or something like that. It's pretty hefty.
Basically, I actually have no idea like what is a good escape time with mirror. So once I get that, I can't really tell if my escape is good or not anymore.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't know like what's the equivalent of a sub-5 for having a mirror.
Okay. It's also, I don't know if it necessarily matters when you get the mirror. Maybe not. We actually do see a little bit of a different type of tech. Laoria actually going for the one pot. Something you don't often get to see too much, but it's still very valid because pick up a pot that does 4 slashes worth of damage, and then you just finish off the rest. Telethar doing more
definitely the safer strat. I think one pot is like not a huge time loss. 2 pots is definitely like you're spending a lot of time walking back and picking up the pot, but the first pot isn't too bad.
Yeah, because I guess you're kind of like already going in that direction, right? You're just kind of taking a little bit of a detour to pick up like the one pot vertically,
you're just cutting
and then coming back. Yeah.
Yeah, actually kind of important race here. There's some implications for the bracket. So I think the scenario is that Telethar is 4-0. Leo and Tristanian are tied at 3-2, and they both have just a casual boots against Telethar left. So
interesting.
Yeah, basically, so given that Telethar is like a very strong runner, the most likely thing is that he'll probably win both of those games, and they'll have a tiebreaker. But if either of them can steal a game off of Telethar, then they probably make it to bracket. But also, if they both steal a game off of telethar, they end up with a 3-way tie at 4 and 2. So
Oh, okay.
that would be
All right, so we
exciting.
could. Yeah, I was gonna say that we'd have a three-way tiebreaker. That is,
Yeah.
that is something to definitely watch out for next week. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of assumes though. Leo actually has to do her part first, right? She has to win this game versus Telethar. Now, as you kind of mentioned, like Casual Boots is maybe a little bit higher. Oh my gosh. Variance, maybe in terms of results. There, you know, so in part of this tournament, there are bans, and so each player is allowed to ban one mode against the other player. I think everybody has banned cross keys against Telethar for reasons
Can't
that you might
imagine
be able to
why.
guess. Yeah. So runner up in this course this year's cross keys tournament. But yeah, there is. But casual boots tends to, even for like extremely strong runners, right? So I see that in the casual boots tournament as well. Is like it's sometimes it's just like there's not that many decisions you can make. Sometimes you flip a couple coins and hope they land in your favor.
Oh,
Telethar.
telethar. Grab this.
Okay, we did it. We did it. Okay, look
Just
at that.
over 5,
flat.
but
Okay, all right.
we still don't have to forfeit at least.
Okay, all right. We
But
okay.
yeah,
Leo also.
casual boots is definitely the higher variance game mode. So like it's definitely possible that one or both of them wins their race depending on how the decisions play out. So
Yeah.
it makes this group actually pretty interesting still.
Yeah, yeah. I actually remember long back. I want to say it was another main tournament where actually Laoria was playing, was an underdog playing Kyong. Kyong was a Brazilian runner that was like ridiculously good. And there was, I believe, an upset because Laoria beat Pendant Helma, got an item, and was able to take the win in some like open standard casual boots mode. So it's definitely very possible if you just end up getting maybe a little luckier, making in this case, the decision that leads you to the item. Yeah. By the way, did we get a map check real quick? Did I catch that? That was a Pendant Desert.
Was it?
On
I
Leo's
wasn't paying
side?
attention.
Okay, I did see a couple red crystals.
Telethar didn't map check yet, did he?
No, he has not. I don't know when he map checks. Does he do it like when he jumps in the well? I don't quite remember.
I mean, it doesn't really matter before you have to make a decision about a dungeon. Or you could just
Yeah,
never map check, and
that's true.
sometimes
Walk
that
in.
would work out better for you, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, the only important time that you cannot possibly map check is before you finish escape, because then you are taking precious seconds away from your 4:55 escape time.
Can't flex your escape time if you wasted
Exactly.
4 seconds opening your map.
Yeah. All right, we did get a lumberjack scout. It was nothing of consequence, so we do not need to go after that. We do see some pretty similar routing though. Laoria and both Telethar going the like Lost Woods, CAC, probably South Shore type of thing.
Yep, this is, I mean, up to this is pretty much always going to do this. And then probably dam into Mini Moldorm into Ice Rod Cave, but at that point it could depend if we get a bow and cack or anything like that. We do have a cane and a pearl.
Ooh, okay. Fancy. So Pearl and Cac is, or at least interesting. It's very early, so we do need like glove and hammer, maybe another glove somewhere. We'll see if we end up just getting Darkwold access early. That can certainly be a point of divergence. Maybe depends on how early it is. Like we could go directly into Village of Outcasts if we have Darkwold access. We could finish the rest of CAC. We could go into CAC and then find her mirror immediately and Chicken Hut and maybe make a little bit of regrets.
Nobody would ever do that.
No, of course not. No. Alright, we actually do get a Master Sword. Aga senses to me are not tingling until we get that lamp. Because we don't have any
so the
banner
fact that
news
we
for
have the
you.
pearl and neither glove or hammer. Nice flippers.
Okay.
Nice filled spin speed. Oh, we had the spin speed, just didn't get the stairs.
Just for some reason didn't really register. Oh, we actually do on Leo's side. We also do have a mushroom as well. Didn't quite catch that on Telethar side.
Yeah. Mushroom's always kind of a pain before you get flute. It's like a little bit annoying to go turn that in.
Yeah, I certainly have seen runners like want to try and turn
Nice
it.
bottle.
We're getting
Very
1 million
convenient.
models. Okay, all right. Oh, we have a bee friend too. I didn't catch if that was a good bee or a regular bee, but I mean, if we have flippers on the horizon, nice bottle. Again, we might be trying to maybe get a little bit more extra cash.
Yeah, you're still so far away at this point. The extra 100 might not make the difference, but
Okay, okay. Well, we'll see. Okay, there is
it
Telethar's
is
map check.
Green Pendant Desert.
It was, in fact, a pendant desert.
Oh,
Excellent.
there's some
Yep.
money.
Oh, there is money. Okay. Telethar gets to save 20 seconds. In fact, he lost his last ladder race actually like an hour ago by 6 seconds. He may be a little bit more thankful that he probably doesn't have to do pendant
Did we see
desert.
that
I
on?
have
Was that
no.
cropping, or it looked like there was a number there, so it might have just been 10 arrows or something.
Yeah, that was my guess. I don't think it was cropping, but I also don't know. Like, if anything with a number there, I don't think Telthar cares anymore.
Yeah.
Probably gonna see it on Leo's side. That's my guess. Either she'll do a blind or she'll just kind of take a scout. And I'm assuming she's willing to take like more than like half a pixel in order to go see this thing.
Yeah. So Telthar is skipping the dam for now. Like, the plan is either to do it like late. Oh, was it?
It was 50
It was like
rupees.
50 rupees. Okay.
Mhm,
Leo thought
yeah.
about it for a second. But the plan is to either hold off dam like until swamp or something, or flute, or it's to just do dam into Agina if we don't like have something better to do early.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's very
But
very reasonable.
this is a point of divergence because Leo's going there. So this is where, like, I mean, obviously a flute there would be great, or like if there's money there as well, then
Yeah.
you know that could create more divergence if Leo's able to get Zora money before heading over here.
Yeah, I was actually thinking probably like flute's certainly very great for mobility. That's one of the more. Oh my god, we're gonna die. Okay. For mobility, but I was thinking, yeah, especially Telethar is he's not quite at like the cusp of money, but if there is some extra cash here, you know, little bits add up. Looks like there's at least nothing here in the damn chest, but maybe if there's something in the drained item that can certainly tip things again, as you said in Leo's
Oh.
but there's a tempered sword.
Yeah, that's totally fine though,
Ooh.
because I mean, it'll like, you know, maybe cost you a little time to not have that if you do some bosses without it, but we have Master Sword for Aga or tablets or anything, so that's not really going to be a big deal.
Okay, okay. Jammo, the runner, says, I do not need tempered sword. That is exactly what I heard. I didn't quite catch the scout. I assume she scouted Desert Ledge. That was nothing.
Quake there, I think. Was.
That is definitely not nothing. Worf, I'm sorry I said anything. Okay, you are Bombos. Okay, Bombos. We're getting Bombos in chat.
Oh, was it Bombos? Okay, sorry.
It's Bombos. Oh,
nice
boy.
glove.
Yeah, Telethar out. Oh no, in logic, but getting there a little bit faster. Yeah, it has an in logic glove.
Nothing again.
Just need.
Yeah, so. Oh wait, did Telethar get the flute? Where was the flute? I wasn't paying attention.
I also did not.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Yeah, because if you got the flute, I would be like, one, why are we going to Cacti activate?
Yeah, I was like, why are we dashing to the right if we got the flute? Okay, so we're just doing mushroom. I thought it's faster to do mushroom through from Link's house, like just swimming in.
Is it? I thought it was.
Actually, not sure.
I've seen Gem do this, so I'm just gonna assume that this is faster.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Leo's gonna die. Oh no, Leo!
Oh,
oh no! Oh no! We unfortunately do not have a fairy in our bottle. It is a very unfortunate early exit. Not the worst time loss in the world, but it is, especially this early. It's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel good.
We have tempered 2. Usually that's enough for mini Wildorm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just kind of looked like maybe she, I don't know, she just like walked off the ledge a little bit. So maybe, I don't know if there's like a controller issue or maybe just something just slipped. But yeah, it was not good.
Yeah, I wasn't watching actually, but sometimes you can kind of like get hit by the Moldorm and then into the pit and just take 2 hits. Oh, like that.
Like that. Oh no. Okay, there's a little heart there. We have replenished something at least.
I think just dashing into them is usually good.
Mm-hmm. It's safe.
Telethar's going to do the same thing anyway. Get his tempered in to Agina.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be back to even after this. Like, one thing that's kind of, I guess we have a glove to Houlihan. It's like, you kind of want to hold off Zora until you get money, but...
Do we have anything else in logic? Because we can't go to the mountain, right, without a lamp?
Yeah, well, we have
Wait.
Saha Eastern still,
Oh, we have
but
right. We have the
yeah,
rest of that stuff. Yeah.
that
Okay.
that one's always just like, you don't want to do Saha until you get a bow, or like once you go to Saha, you feel like you might have to commit to Eastern, but you don't have a bow, so you tend to leave it until your last location. Telthar's going there now. We'll see
Telthar's
if he
going
actually.
now.
I mean, I'm sure if he gets like a hammer or a glove, he's just leaving from Saha. If not, he's probably just going into Eastern, but it feels like slightly bad dipping Eastern when you have the Zora area.
Telthar only did Hobo, correct? He did not do like Waterfall or
Yeah.
anything like that. Okay.
Yeah, which is what you'd like. Yeah, it's what I'd do as well, because you just want to wait until you got money. Hammer. Okay, yeah, we're out of there then.
Yep, that is our hammer. That is our Dark World access. Forget the rest of the checks. Going probably Hype Cave, Dig Game, Stumpy, Dig Game, in that order.
Maybe, I don't know. Telethar tends to not like doing those without mirror or mitts, so I actually feel like
are we a catfish rusher?
Yeah, like pyramid catfish. Like I would not. Pod is a pendant, so you could also just go straight to pod. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he does that actually. Oh, Leo
I'm
is
also
going
very
to
curious
Zora
to see.
without money, so this will be good for her if there's like anything useful there.
Yeah, well, we're doing Waterfall. When this is all logic, so this is I'm very supportive of doing something here. But I mean, she might also just not take a peek at the Zora ledge. I've also seen people do that. So they don't isolate Zora, because once you take a peek, Zora
she's walking
is
out
gone.
Though.
Yeah,
I think she is. So yeah, Zora's kind of dead, but like it's also okay to just have checks be dead in casual boots because there's not that many items. Yeah, as I said, Telthar was gonna go this way. I knew it, but looks like he's probably gonna do pyramid. Well, he could do pyramid into pod or pyramid catfish.
Is there something to be said for doing pod without a bow? Like, do you kind of need bows to help put things in pod, like in logic? Is that maybe one of the downsides?
He is going to pod. Yeah, I think so. The thing is on VT. I think this is on VT. It's actually like stuff is not that bow locked. Like there's kind of a 1-3-5 thing where like so if there's only one small key on the right side, then probably like everything will be in logic. And
because like normally like shooter room has a small key and then you can just kind of continue until because you don't have to go to the bow lock side. Okay.
Like basically the back will be in logic with 3 keys in VT, and the 6 key lock stuff will actually be like 5 keys in VT on non-key sanity. So
okay.
It's like
so
if
it's
there's
like
one small key on right side, then like that stuff is probably still in logic. On Doors branch, I think it's like much more likely to have nothing in logic without a bow.
Okay. By the way, we are. Do you care to maybe talk a bit more about the shooter room skip that Telthar and company have pioneered?
Yep, shooter room skip with no bow. That's a classic. We do have a potion.
I think okay, I guess he's gonna use it. Looks like, but I mean, Telthar's mimic clips have been pretty good. But I guess you really can't beat like potion camera unlock here.
Yeah, I mean it's still gonna be faster, unless you have like a super fast mimic clip.
I don't know. I've seen your mimic clips; they're pretty good. So
yeah, my mimic clips have been good enough that I've started to be like, okay, I'm just saving my potions. But yeah, as much as I mean, it's kind of a meme this route. Like I think at times it's very good, at times it's very bad. But I do feel like if it's pendant pod and you're not going to beat Homa, I'm not such a believer because part of the strength of it is that you might be skipping like a compass in the front or something like that, but the fact that we're not beating Helmet anyway makes it like nice lamp.
Yeah, I wonder if that lamp is just kind of meant to put like everything in logic. I mean, it is our first fire source as well, so don't get me wrong. Like we could potentially go and maybe do something, but it does put also the pot stuff here, the dark rooms in logic as well.
Yeah, pod is like, I mean, pod has more checks than Eastern, and the other thing is that since pod is a pendant, you can kind of go clear out most of the checks and never come back for the boss, probably. Whereas with Eastern, you go there and it's like you know, if I don't get a bow there, then I'm going to need to come back with a bow for the boss. So it actually is kind of nice to do pod first.
So, I don't know. Telethar, I thought he might try to pick up a little bit more extra cash in Pod Rupee Basement, just because again we were kind of missing some of the Zora cash that is still very much in logic. But do you get a cape in Harmless Hellway? So Bumper Ledge is now scoutable / gettable.
Mm.
One thing I also did notice that Leo did earlier was that I believe she safe scummed the mushroom. We'll see in this case if there's going to be any fake powder shenanigans going on her side, but
Oh, did she? I
that is
didn't
going to
notice
be
that. Yeah.
yeah. She
I never do that, but like, yeah.
yes, it is not endorsed here on the stream. However, you cannot control what people do in
Nice
how they
big
play
key.
rando.
We did not get punished.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But-
I also have not been keeping track of items here in Pod. Like, is there something in the first chest? Compass, maybe map.
So we got a lamp in the front. So there's at least one more item in the front. It could be a map, I think.
We got a cape in the back, and then we got 20 rupees. Okay, there's a map.
So I think there's an item in the front and an item on
Okay.
the boss. Also, I think this stuff is, well, not the lamp is in logic, I guess. I think the cape, I guess, is probably, yeah, that must be bow locked because there was 2 small keys on right side. It is interesting that they both chose this play, rushing pendant pod. Like, I think it's actually
a little,
pretty
Well,
decent.
Leo, yeah, I was gonna say Leo. I think maybe has more of a reputation for like pendant pod because I heard her say like that's her thing, right? And but yes, we are also here after everything's said and done in pod shooter room together.
Yeah, just a slight amount of pod clearing difference between them.
Okay, so we're gonna go get, I guess, like big key chest. So something has to be here, right? Not like an item.
or
is that
or
right?
Stalfos, I think.
Or stuff. Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. And then there will be an item on the boss, which we obviously can't do.
Unless it's a bow. Nice small key. Okay, we can last location, whatever this is in pod. If this is a bow, I'm assuming you're still leaving, right?
Oh,
Those
that's a
mitts.
nice item. We're gonna get those at almost the same time.
Wow.
Well, sure, they're both feeling great about this pod play.
Yeah. Jeez. Okay. See, again, like if you did not rush pendant pod, you were gonna be sad in the seat.
Yeah, it was a great row from both of them then. So now we get to go to village, do our Crystal Thieves Town and stuff, but we also get to enter the good portal in CAC.
Yeah, this is actually kind of like a nice. I have mitts, Dark World entry, with the hammer and glove only. It is a little bit more tedious to go through and enter in the village. That's why you don't see a lot of people doing it. But now we have convenience. So I guess like if you're in Telethar shoes, because you've already done like Pyramid into Pod, and now you just have some of the South Shore, South Dark World stuff. Like, is that like a decision fork, or are you just gonna go south regardless? Because we also have like Bumper Cave because we have the cape in Pod as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just feels like decisions, and I don't like decisions.
Yeah, I think you just go south after, unless we get like a fire rod. Like you kind of have 2 different directions. One is like jumping down south. One is like north Dark World with Skullwood's Dip. But that seems less appealing, especially with no mirror for Graveyard Ledge or anything.
Yeah,
I guess we also probably grab the smith and run back here at the end, unless we find something better to do.
No, as in we're just gonna commit, I guess, to at least turning in the first leg of the smith chain.
Yeah, I mean, even grabbing the smith is not necessarily committing, right? But
well, I guess you're committing to come back to the village, like CAC or some version thereof, right? Like
I mean, you don't
have to
you
turn
can
him
just
in.
you can just keep the smith for as long as you want. Well, I guess yeah.
There's some
Actually,
restrictions, right?
yeah.
Like,
Actually, you
can't
wouldn't
go
be able to enter
places.
dungeons. Yeah. So actually,
Yeah.
I'm mostly thinking like if you go to Pod, then you lose the smith. In
Oh yeah, that's also true.
Nice hook shot, by the way.
Yeah. All right.
So now we have in logic mountain and stuff. We have like everything on mountain.
Just I guess maybe a little bit more awkward Yeah, it's 'cause you don't have the mirror, so you have to do all the light stuff, Light World Mountain before the Dark World Mountain. I mean, unless you kind of
Yeah.
gamble on there's a mirror just sitting in Toshar Cave or something, then yeah, great, go for it. But yeah, Leo's also finished up all of the pots that she can do. So she's got her cape, she's got her mitts, she's got her lamp. Gonna go, looks like, follow in Telethar's footsteps.
I just realized Telethar was doing all those village checks and hammer pegs before Thieves Town, probably because
Yeah.
he was looking for a certain item before fighting blind. I'm guessing is the reason.
Oh. Oh my gosh, the travesty, Art. This is something that you get used to, and maybe also we take a little bit for granted. We have like the mirror scroll or like pseudo mirror, whatever you want to call it. Of course, the real mirror is also there as well, but that is something that would be quite nice to have. Now, of course, we can still get it in Thieves Town, but yes, Telethar is certainly trying to increase his chances. Okay. And we don't have to worry about leaving any items behind. In Thieves Town because we have the hammer, and so we're going to be able to get everything. All the keys are within their dungeons. Probably the only more notable thing, if you need to keep track of everything, is just to see if you have the map and the compass. Because sometimes if you have all the items, you don't even need to go to like the big chest or even like Blind Cell, or sorry, maybe Blind Cell, because then you just know that you already have everything, and then all the remaining items are just dungeon items. Now, Leo, we have some divergence. She is in the front of Skullwoods. Maybe she's a Dunka believer. In the value of 27% progression or nice to have items up here.
Yeah, it's definitely could be a point of divergence again. It's yeah, I would tend to like try to avoid Skullwoods a little bit here if it's a crystal to see if I can get the fire rod, but like it's also understandable to just do it while you're here.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Have we got any items yet? I don't think so.
No. Small key, big key, map.
Why I hate going to non-key sanity
small key.
Skullwoods.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, this is. I mean,
5 checks in the front for 0 items.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, it's a very reasonable complaint, right, about the front of Skullwoods, because I mean, just think about how much time that you have to spend basically the front of Skullwoods, like kind of doing nothing, or in this case, even longer because we don't have a mirror, so we have to like wait for the hand to go get us.
Yeah.
Leo's actually gonna knock it too. Big key chest.
Wait,
Yeah, I think she only just did the front. I don't think so. I don't think she did. I didn't think she didn't catch it.
That would be surprising because, like, if you don't get any items in the front, then at this point, like, the big key chest becomes much more valuable because.
Yeah, but it's so far back there. Like, I mean, it's already. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, she did. Oh, okay. Oh, thing. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna butcher your name. If clock. Okay, thank you.
Okay, she did it first. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that makes more sense. It was a small. So was there no item? The items are both fire rod locked. Was it actually that?
Yeah.
That's
Brit chest, and boss. Yeah, that's kind of sad.
That's so disappointing.
Yeah. Now, for what it's worth, even Telethar gets the fire rod and then comes back to Skullwoods, like to clear it. Like he might end up repeating some of the stuff that Leo did because, like, big key chest is probably something very common. I mean, Telethar can rush the back, but I'm gonna imagine he'll do some amount of the front.
I think it depends what you're planning to do after. Like, I would normally.
He wants to, like, run out.
Yeah, like if I'm ending my route there, then I would do front to back Skullwoods. Planning to just not have to walk back through. If I have like mirror and I'm thinking like I'm going to Graveyard Ledge Catfish after this, then I'm gonna like do the back first and then only do the front if there's items there. That's usually how I do it. So it could kind of depend, but...
Yeah, by the way, it's a very rare content to see the blind pun on Telethar's stream. Pyramids, I never saw the point. Okay, savor this. Don't get to see it that often. Alright, it looks like Telethar, though, is going to go north. Yeah. And this is probably going to be a scout to bumper ledge, and then, I mean, it's good that he... I'm going to assume that he's going to do Skull here. If he's already up here, he could save and quit out. Yeah. So he's just going to give all the time back that Leo did. So there's going to be a parody, and he'll also be met with his Skullwood sadness.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised since we have the entire mountain available. Like, I'd probably just go to mountain, hope my fire rod's up there.
Yeah, because we have we can rescue the old man. That's certainly the way that we get up the mountain at this point. I guess we can technically take Smith with us, as you said before. That's another option. But yeah, the mountain has Paradox, which is 7 checks, Super Bunny 2 checks, Hookshot Cave 4 checks, Floating Island that we can take a peek, but then also we have Spec Rock, and then we have Hera, which is also a crystal. Like we have the hookshot to kind of make our lives faster. Like there's a lot of stuff up there.
Yeah.
Now Telethar might be playing a maybe a bit more defense here. Like if he thinks, especially he has an execution edge. Like if there is something in the front of Skull, he doesn't want to leave it behind and then come back 30 minutes later, for example, if like there's a vanilla fire rod here or there's something else, because like even if he spends the same amount of time here as Leo and doing the checks, like he can try and make up the time otherwise if he thinks that he can, have better execution.
Oh, there is an item in the
Oh,
big key
okay,
chest.
there was one. 10 arrows. All right, that
Apparently
is.
Leo did not check that. Okay, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, she must have not checked that then. Which, yeah, that I would say that doesn't really make sense after doing all the front, because now it's like there's 2 items in the last 3 checks there. If I get an item in the front, I might skip that, but if I didn't get any items for the front, then I'm like, okay, now I gotta do
Yeah.
big key chest because it's actually pretty likely to be an item.
Alright, that's bottle number 3 for our esteemed runners. We are not going to have any magic issues this time around.
Yeah.
Hopefully. We have 2... Oh, well, no, actually, well, okay. We actually do... This is our one, like, green potion that we can still use, because both of them use their potion in pod in order to get through the Bullock side. But still, like, one potion probably at this point is sufficient, provided we don't have any, really crazy shenanigans. Alright, yes, Telethar. Well, the mountain itself doesn't make too big of a difference, but this is not follower shuffle, so anytime you have the old man, it will, you will have to act as if you were escorting a senior citizen across dangerous roads, which that means you need to slow down your pace.
Now, Leo's like, I'm pretty sure gonna do, because she already did Skullwood, so I'm sure she's gonna go down and do like dig game Stumpy, maybe grab the Smith.
Yeah, normally, especially for like these type of casual booths, non-entrancy is like Stumpy, dig game. Those are one of the first stops we go after Dark World access, and like, I guess Leo's gonna be probably the first one at like the 30 whatever mark.
Yeah. Kind of depends.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, also, like, with the hookshot, assuming she does hammer pegs first, like, she also might just bail and go up the mountain because there's a ton of stuff up here, like Telethar showing us right now. I haven't seen a lot of value out of these checks so far, but again, it's early.
She is doing hammer pegs, okay. Yeah, that's good, because that's definitely opening a ton of checks.
Yeah, and especially for non-entrance without the mirror, this is actually pretty, like, defensive, because, yeah, if you find something here, then you can just go and bail, but if you end up finding something here and you have the Smith with you, like, you're kind of obligated to come back, and the turn, because you have to turn the Smith, and then that means there's another cack trip run that you may not have to incur. But it does look like Leo is gonna go, and she'll pick up the Smith, probably, at this point, and then do South Shore stuff, or sorry, South Dark World stuff.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense, having already done Skullwoods. But yeah, I guess you do kind of have to probably commit to doing the Smith mirrorless, so... I mean, that may also be another reason why Telethar just wanted to go north and do Skullwoods and not come down here to just not even waste his time with grabbing the Smith for now. Like with Flute, it's more reasonable, but to turn in the Smith mirrorless, Flute is a little bit slow.
Nice hair pot on Telthar's side. Got a little bit of traffic though, trying to get there. It always happens to be congestion. We did get the big key in Basement Cage, so that's kind of nice. And we did get a bug net in the map chest. So the hope, of course, is that we don't have to ever go down to the basement. Of course, the game is never this kind, as we're... I don't think I saw a compass either. So hopefully Moldorm will just drop the item and then we don't have to make any more decisions.
Yeah.
All right, well, telethar is skipping Dig Game Stumpy. Good decision if he never visits them because it was just 40 rupees total.
We'll see about the Smith, but
True. That's definitely something, a big thing. Okay,
item.
all right. It is an item, yes. It's a shield, which is the important part is we do not have to sit through Hera basements.
I don't know if Telthar's looked at the Spec Rock item. He definitely skipped Spec Rock Cave. Oh, here we go. Fake powder.
Do you know what else? Good payoff, huge for
Smith.
Leo. Oh my gosh, dude. All right. Well, we'll see. Okay, like we'll get your smug emotes out if you are a firm believer of doing powder the honest way. As soon as we got the Samaria, I was like, man, are we gonna do like, I don't know if Leo's a fake powder person. This is something that Telethar will not do. I haven't seen him do this for quite some for multiple reasons. One of them being that his controller before SGL was literally impossible to pause on in menu. So he could like it was so painful for him to do that he just couldn't like he just said forget it. It just doesn't work. That check is never exists.
It was nothing anyway.
It was 50 rupees. All right, like okay, so I mean, again, like you don't have to say I told you so, but that's why you don't fake powder.
Yeah, like I fake powder if I have the stuff and I'm already doing the Smith and whatever. Like if it's very convenient, basically. But I would never go out of my way for it or save scum the mushroom for it because you're just burning a bit of extra time for something that's like so unlikely.
Yeah,
and it's like our powder also, might be locked behind go mode, might be in
GT. Exactly. Yeah, that's kind of the danger. Like powder, like the magic bat not only is it like a very long check, nice flute. Okay. Should it come off the mountain much earlier?
Well, I mean, it's not like we did flute locked, or we did stuff that we would have wanted the flute for, other than stuff before our pearl.
Yeah, and Telethar also did put off some stuff. Like, for example, you mentioned before, like, having the flute is actually much more convenient turn the Smith. So he might go do that, like, especially after all the mountain stuff. Save a little bit of time over Leo for that, because he doesn't have to run back to CAC. And he'll also save that time, too, right? Because he'll want to go back to CAC to do the flute activation. We do find our fire rod on the mountain.
So flute activation into Skullwood's clear, and then probably Mire area.
Yeah.
We can beat Crystal Mire. Well, no, we don't have any medallion actually. We cannot beat Crystal Mire.
Yeah. Well, we could find the medallion in Mirestead. That's probably one of the more common places. Telethar is also doing Spike Cave. That is in logic with our cape that we found in. Well, no, sorry. You said the cape is bow locked. Which we don't have a bow yet?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, never mind. Well, we can still find something good here.
I'm surprised he's doing this because he never did Spec Rock Cave, so usually you'd want to combo those. I don't think he did it. Usually you'd want to combo those things.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing him. Leo did check for us, so he's not going to get punished in that case. All right, Blank Jeebus. All right, Blank Jeebus, one of our trackers tonight. Thank you so much. Catch that, yeah. And again, sometimes if you think it's too inconvenient, we'll just count it off. We'll just write it off as one of our. If it's here, I'm gonna lose, and maybe it's Telethar secretly, wants a 3-way tiebreaker.
I don't think that's true, but
really, okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Sometimes people do not want to admit guilty pleasures, right? Like he's getting 2 casual boots races between Laoria and Tristanian in the next probably day or 2. Well, one here, then maybe sometime in this weekend. So why not another one, right? Like next week.
Yeah. Well, I think the mode for tiebreakers is Kabuki. So
is it just straight up Kabuki, like no questions asked type of thing, or?
If I saw correctly, it's like if runners agree, then it can be a different mode. But if people don't agree, it's Kabuki. But Telethar would probably prefer Kabuki anyway. So.
Yeah. Telethar is well, I think this is maybe like strong correlation for people who have high execution is that you want your race modes to be as like full cleary as possible because you have so much of the game that you can't give an edge to your opponents, right? You can out execute them in the rooms, and then also like if it's full cleary all dungeons type of thing, they can't like pick a pendant dungeon and skip the end and pick correctly and then like skip a whole pendant dungeon against you. So there's a lot of advantages for like if you're a stronger runner. Also, I am looking forward to the 4:55 Kabuki escape time. That's probably one of my highlights as a viewer.
That's not possible.
Jamo, you're the first seed. You need to tell me it's possible. Like, if you tell me it's not possible, I'm gonna have a hard time believing the rest of the tournament.
You need to have no keys in the escape,
Okay.
or no text boxes, but there's at least one key in the escape.
Really, unfortunately, taking a little bit of a tumble. That bumper can actually be quite troublesome for runners of all ability, but she got the second time.
Yeah.
She will at least be pretty happy that it's going to be
Nice
very
math.
nice fight. Yeah, 9
Nice
out of
fight.
10. Only one. Very, very well
No
done.
item.
Guess we're
This is
going
the
to
right order though,
Is that what it is?
because
Mhm.
without mirror, well, either way you do this order because there's one item left, and just go back in if you don't get it on the boss. But we
Like,
have Ice Palace as well now, right? With the Fire Rod.
yes, yeah,
And
we have
Kane,
flippers.
We have flippers, yeah, we have everything. So you do that before my area then, surely.
Yeah, we have a higher chance of getting like a necessary medallion. We also do have the ice rod that was pretty early in Mini Moldrum Cave as well. I don't know if Turtle Rock is on the menu for. Oh no, it's pendant. Never mind. Forget I said anything. You're not going there.
Might be
We'll
on the
just have to
menu
go with the last
eventually,
location. What?
but might be on the menu eventually.
Well, yeah. I mean, TR is like last location, like later, right when we've exhausted all of our options.
Yeah. It is Quake, which we don't have, so there's a chance we'll just never be able to do it.
Yeah, the hope is that like Meyer maybe is like Ether or Bombos. Oh no, actually, if it's actually we know where Bombos is, right? It's not
Yeah,
just
we know where
Magic
Bombos
Guesses.
is.
Yeah.
So that's book or mirror locked. So what do we actually need still? We need mirror,
A bow.
bow, Meyer medallion. I think that's it, right? 3 items.
Yeah. So far, yeah, I don't think we need anything else. Now, nice to have would be like silvers. That would be probably quite desirable for both of these runners. But that being said, they've had temper at like minute 7, 8, whatever when they did the dam. So they're more than capable of doing silverless Ganon at this point. They just speed things up a bit, and we're probably not doing Green Pendant Desert, unfortunately. So, they don't get a bow anytime soon. I think I'm okay with this.
Well, maybe
Okay,
eventually,
so I
but-
guess so if we do get the mirror, which it seems to be kind of like maybe one of our next bigger items that will unlock a bunch of stuff. Oh, okay. All right. Well, okay. All right. Okay. So we found the mirror in Ice Palace. Oh, I was wondering, like, once we get to the Maya area, like, would you start dipping desert?
I mean,
Depends on what you're still looking for.
you still got to do your other stuff first. So, like, we're probably gonna do swamp now, and then we're probably gonna. Well, if Meyer is Bombos, then we're just gonna do Meyer Shed and then get the Bombos and then do Meyer because that's a crystal. After that, then yeah, maybe you go into desert.
Okay, so we found our mirror. So we just need a bow. At some point, at what point, I guess, would you stop? I guess being so thorough in dungeons. Like, would you ever be like, I don't know, Ice Tea is a pretty notorious chest to skip, for example, in Ice Palace. I don't know if you like. I'm only one item away from go mode. I'm just going. Telethar might just be going, I think.
No, he got the items because he skipped Freezor as well. I think.
Oh, okay.
He already got the.
I think I just
items.
caught the. Okay, I think I just missed the last one.
I didn't see if he got the big key. Yeah, like his road I think worked out well because he hit the switch, so and then just got the 3 items early. Whereas if you don't hit the switch, then you might get punished by having to like go to Ice Tea for the big key, even though you have all the items.
that was quite the mishmash of button mashing to defeat Cold Stare. But we got there.
We didn't press the map button.
True. That is an accomplishment in itself. Because well, we didn't need to do a boss check. Okay, we were staring Cold Stare down in his multiple eyes, so we don't have to find that out.
Yeah, actually, so telethar isn't on Zora area yet, right? He might be tempted to just do it
He
right
has
now because he's
not.
right here. He is going to do it right now. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we
He's
just
right
don't
here,
care
so-
about like catfish, or anything. Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah,
Those would
we're
be
almost
two
go mode
checks.
anyway, so
Mhm.
like if you get the bow, then you might just be go mode, right? Because we know we have a medallion available. So actually, you probably go to Meyer right now just to find out whether we need to find another medallion or if we're just
Oh,
in go mode.
okay. Yeah, that's actually a good
Sort of.
point because I think Swamp is also one of those notorious dungeons where, especially for like left side, that's a very popular location to I don't want to do this anymore. If I can I skip it and then yeah, I don't know with like if you're 2 items away from go mode, like maybe you're more inclined to stay, you know, for even 1 item, maybe 2, like, but it can certainly influence your decision.
Yep. Zora's a new check. It's just arrows. Yeah, so Leo did not
Right.
do the big
Yeah,
key chest
she
earlier.
did not
We see
do
it
this
doing
one.
now. Yeah.
Okay, well, she'll be at least rewarded with a yeah, with 10 arrows that again nobody can use because we don't have a bow. No, we don't have a book, so I mean, actually, can anything be on pedestal at this point? I guess a medallion.
Only Ether's the only
I-
thing, right? Because Quake is
Yeah.
locking TR. Oh, I didn't see what was that.
That is. It looked like Quake.
Was that Quake? He checked again.
Yeah, it looked like Quake. There was a little bit of like a wavy, like, you know, like, as in like someone's arms are wiggling. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, so actually Ped is dead now, yeah, because we need Quake and Bow, and those are both locking pendants.
Mm-hmm.
This bomb was actually useless, right? we already
Yes,
did ice pallets
correct.
and
All right, we've already gone through escape, so there is literally no more usage for this bombless battalion.
He even did a mirror transition just for that.
Mhm. All right, Fire Rod
So-
comboed with Tempered for Leo.
Mm-hmm. So Telthar is skipping the front of Desert for now. Yeah, I think this makes sense though. Like, it kind of sucks because, you know, you don't really want to commit to the boss yet, and you're just doing a bunch of checks in the front for mostly dungeon items, maybe only 1 item. And we have Swamp right now, so yeah, it definitely makes sense to just end on checkerboard and go to Swamp.
Yeah, Telethar also has the whole like smith chain as well now with like mirror and flute. That does look. I mean, it certainly made it a lot more efficient. I was also thinking maybe he wanted to do that, like, and then take his route down to Smith, like run it down, since he can also do, like, he hasn't done the whole arc, right? Like, Dig Game, K45, Stumpy.
Oh yeah, I
but
forgot he hasn't done any of that. Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, if we're gonna just rush our dungeons, right? That's also very valid. Like, I think this has been kind of brought up before. Like, some people, especially in cross keys tournament, like some people are want to achieve like more efficiency, and then some people want to win the game by just rushing your dungeons. You know, if you can get as much efficiency as you want, but all the checks end up being nothing, then, you know, you can be efficiently wasting your time.
Yeah, it always depends on the situation. It makes sense to do your dungeon here first, but you are like gonna have to make the left side swamp decision a little earlier now.
Yeah.
And probably depends how many items are left.
Okay, we do get
Also
the big
got-
key in the first chest, so that's certainly a point towards doing left side swamp first, like while you're still here. But then again, like, you feel really bad when it's just map compass on the left side, and maybe you're still willing to go to the back.
Yeah, so if I get the big key and like at least 1 map or compass, then I know there's at least 1 item, then I probably just do left side swamp. But
Okay.
if I don't get any map or compass, then probably still do the back first because you really don't want to have that situation where you do it for nothing.
Yeah. And left side swamp is like a very, it's a pretty hefty time
Oh,
Time investment. Someone say about shovel. Internet weasel.
there is a compass. He's not going to the left side though.
Okay.
This is funny because now he actually has held off Stumpy long
Oh
enough to
yeah,
combo
that's
with
right.
shovel.
Oh my gosh, dude.
For Telethar, Stumpy is locked by shovel basically, and mirror.
Yeah, I believe he in fact lost a casual boost race at SGL because he didn't check shovel spots. So this might be a bit of a saving grace for him. Alright, 2 items here. Nothing useful.
So I think definitely full smith chain would be next. Nice bow.
Okay, that is
Quick for
pod.
bow mode.
Did we happen to catch what the other red crystal is, out of curiosity?
That's a good question.
I'm just wondering in this case, right? Like, I'm looking at Eastern, so that's another clearable dungeon, and that is one of our 5-6 ones. I don't know if Pyramid Fairy is more on the table.
Yeah, I mean, we have already done Pyramid, but Pyramid Fairy is still a decent check.
Okay, we had a very good first phase.
Oh,
Oh, all right.
This is exactly what I did last night in the pilot spoiler.
Oh, really?
Zero cycle phase 1 and then just mess up my phase 2.
Aw, painful.
Very
painful.
sad.
But is everything's okay.
Oh, by the way, the big
okay.
key was an iced tea. Leo, I guess, did not hit the switch. And so this is when it really sucks. You get the 3 items early, and then you have to search for the big key and end up doing every check.
I see.
They end up losing like a lot of time in ice compared to Telethar's route. Which kind of sucks. I really don't know which of those routes I prefer. The thing with Telethar's route is like you either have to do iced tea not as your last check, or you have to do iced tea the really slow way, dropping down. So the nice thing about Leo's route is that you can get to iced tea the fast way, but it really sucks if the items are just early and then you're looking for the big key.
Oh, okay. It's hard then, in order to basically not know. So like, like, what is like, I guess the defensive mode? Like, are you just supposed to try and preemptively hit the switch and then just hope in this case that everything's fine?
Yeah, it depends what you're trying to do, I guess. Like, I would say the safer thing is to not hit the switch, maybe, because, well, yeah, I don't know. It depends. Like, basically, if I hit the switch, then I might be like considering iced tea skip. If I'm like 1 item away, and then big chest or the boss might have the item, then I might have to be willing to skip iced tea. That's how I think.
Iced tea's never burdened anybody. Okay, all right. We did have a little bit of a party, but Leo got through it with the help of one of her potions that she ended up buying. Okay, alright. I did not also catch what was in the first chest of Eastern Palace. I did catch that we had a heart container and map chest. If we do have the big key with us, I also don't know if Telethar wants to skip the notorious Eastern Palace big key chest. That is something that has swung a lot of races at SGL.
Yeah, it's a very good skip, which is why it kind of can be a big...
Do it a lot. Yeah. Well, okay.
He's just playing it safe.
Yeah, maybe, because like we definitely got 2 items.
Yeah, so
plus
it's
a big
definitely
key.
50-50. Yeah, so he's definitely just playing it safe here. Which, I mean, his road has been good so far, so it definitely makes sense to just be conservative.
Yeah, I want to say that he left an item in Swamp.
Yeah,
like on left side? Because there was map and then something else. So, but that's maybe playing too conservative.
I didn't see if it was 1 item or 2 items. I can look. Yeah, it was just 1 item in Swamp.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, because we got the compass and then that was it. Yeah. All right, let's see. Okay, well, Telethar, yeah, guess correctly. He's got peace of mind on his side, and maybe a Boston concert. Leo is, running to Swamp.
This is like maybe Leo's win condition is
left
side swamp and getting Quake there, because she's far enough behind that it's like maybe going to be hard to get to any check before Telethar. but
Yeah.
left side
yeah.
swamp would definitely be before telethar. And it's possible she makes that decision to just do it because you get the big key and like a compass in like the first 2 actual checks. So it's possible you just make that decision to just do it immediately before even realizing the bow in the back. Like once you get the bow in the back, you're more incentivized to just go to
Leave,
Eastern.
right? Yeah. And I can certainly see, like, understand, like, Laoria probably also is, like, thinking that she is going to be, like, yes, she is also technically ranked, like, second seed to Telthar's first seed in this group, but in her head, she's probably also thinking that, like, if I'm the underdog in this race, I might need to do something. Like, go to maybe some out-of-the-way location checks earlier than Telethar, in hopes that she can go find something. And it's also kind of appealing if we get the big key early, because you don't have to like wonder like, well, if I get the big key in the back, then I have to go back regardless, and you could just make one clean swoop here in Swamp.
It's always hard to judge though. Like,
Oh,
they
oh
probably
yeah.
also both feel good about the fact that they got the mitts like immediately as the first thing.
True. Yeah.
The Dark World
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, you could have done actually a lot of stuff like without the mitts. Like probably one of the earlier things you could have done is like go onto the village, right, without the mitts, and that like would have been kind of sad. Maybe go to the mountain without the mitts. Like there were
Telethar is just
multiple times.
checking spec rock because he's never seen
Oh.
this check. This is the one where it's like, it's. I'm sure my opponent had it a long time ago, so I might as well just go do it as a one-off.
Very understandable. All right, Leo. All right, this is one of her
with the compass.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So yeah, 15-4-minute spec rock check, and we're gonna get a 55-minute Stumpy dig game.
K45 shovel. I think Leo. She has a shovel, right? No, she has none yet. She just got it here. Never mind. So this could be a shovel new check for Telthar. And so, like, Leo, if Quake is here on left side swamp, which it certainly could still well be, it would be certainly a very big advantage for Laoria, but it's not like it's now a free win. Like she is still, like, she does have quite a bit of like a buffer that she needs to make up. We're gonna do, I guess, bomb diver down. Is that what we're seeing? Okay.
Yeah, I guess maybe she prefers that over the cane one.
Over the cane. Okay. I've actually seen most people. Again, it's all for your preference, right? Bomb diver isn't too much different. I think it's a little bit slower technically because you have to wait for the bomb, but I mean, it's whatever you feel comfortable with your setups are. Like, you just go play that, especially in tournament setting.
Well, we know it's not dig game or powder, but purple chest will be a new check from Telethar.
Yeah.
But this is pretty critical here. Oh
my gosh! It is Quake! Oh, I love side swap!
Oh my god, that is
huge for Laoria!
That is disgusting.
If you got a huge for game 3-way tiebreaker, okay, she is doing her part.
Wow.
Oh my gosh!
I think that's pretty much game. Like,
is that?
Well, that's gonna be like a last location, right? Like, what's he gonna get to before that?
Well, so
like, he's gonna full clear desert and stuff before.
Yeah, but he's gonna run out of stuff to do, right? He can't get to mine, he can't get to TR. I just feel like there's just not, like, Laoria has a quite, like, she has gained now, like, a pretty big buffer. But Telethar also has, like, a lot of stuff cleared for her.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I mean...
Yeah. It's like... It depends,
but that
I guess.
is very,
so
very
he has,
big.
like, Helma as well, right? Like, he might do Helma before... left side swamp. Like, it's probably gonna be hard last location. And Leo is behind back of swamp and eastern. So, yeah, it looks like Leo's game now. Like, I think the desert clear and Helma clear is going to be too much to catch up, unless he skips Helma and goes back to left side swamp. But
he has also, I think, like Graveyard Ledge and Catfish that can also kind of eat up some time.
Yeah, that's another one. Like, that's surely going to be before left side swamp.
Yeah. So Leo is actually she's in go mode, right?
Yep, with the bow, just immediate go mode.
Ooh, just giving a 0 cycle attempt here. Some nice hook dashes.
Hmm.
So hooking down, everything's fine. We're not in danger of dying. Yeah, there are many SGL and casual boost related moments where there has been like a pog face with some medallion being required on left side swap, and then end up winning the race. Sorry to those
Yeah.
people who end up skipping left side swap with only one item.
Has she not checked Meyer? Yeah, maybe. I don't remember.
I don't think she's been over there yet. But
Okay.
yeah, actually, yeah,
It's gonna be
you're
the
probably
first
right
thing
there.
she does, though.
Oh yeah, yeah. She also scouted Desert Ledge, so she's probably comfortable enough, right? Like with 2
Yeah.
medallion knowledge, she's probably
Knows
just
it's 2 out
good
of
to
3
go.
go mode. Actually, I just realized, like, I guess when Telethar grabbed that Bombos, he didn't know that Bombos was there. He was, like,
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
just blind checking the ledge.
Yeah, so I guess, but he knew it was Meyer he knew it was Quake for Meyer and for TR. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
He
but
scouted
he
TR first.
just didn't think fast enough that the Bombos was useless, I guess.
Yeah, so Leo recognized that she's in go mode.
Mhm.
She scouted. She was gonna check Myra's shed, and then she is like, "Oh, well, nope, I'm good." Yeah, so it's gonna
She
be a
didn't
hunt
believe.
for.
If I have one medallion, I just run straight up there. Like, it's gonna be my medallion. But yeah, for her, it was like 2 out of 3 go mode, kind of. I mean, more than 2 out of 3 because like Ether might be in GT or something.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but this definitely kind of swung a lot of the race to Leo if I'm not
Yeah.
skipping left side swap again. So she's doing her part in order to force a three-way tiebreaker. Now, so if Leo wins, and my understanding what you said earlier about this is like if Leo wins and then Tristanian loses to Telethar in casual boost, then I think Laoria guarantees her spots in brackets. It's going to be like Telethar and Laoria advancing.
Yeah.
But if Telethar still like if he loses to both Leo and Tristania, then they will all be playing next week. Maybe against or for each of their wishes for what their plans are.
Yeah.
Actually, tiebreakers. I don't know. Next week is Thanksgiving, right? It might be. Maybe it might be a bit of time before people.
Yeah, I don't know what's the timeline
Yeah.
for when the tiebreakers have to be done. But Leo also is going to get to skip Eastern Big Key Chest, obviously, since she's go mode.
Yeah, yeah. And all the stuff that Leo's doing right now, like, it's not like she's probably not getting any time, because once Telethar has Quake, he'll also be kind of doing the same thing that Leo's doing, is just looking for the big key. Yeah. Alright, but that is not loot. It's a sad fish.
Yeah, the problem is, like, there's 0 chance Telethar is going to choose the one item left side swamp over Green Pendant Desert and
probably Helma, right?
probably Helma.
You can go in.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you'll go in and turn your Green Pendant, then go clear Helma, and yeah, just imagine skipping anything.
Good news is that we get to see Lamo.
Yes. Now, which bow is he going to use? That is okay. Sorry, which weapon he's going to use? He's not going to use like the fire rod is looking pretty tempting, and also I'm kind of looking at his arrow count is also looking somewhat less appealing.
Lots of arrows in desert though.
Is he actually going to get them?
Probably some of them. He'll get this one.
Yeah, and sometimes like we're kind of witnessing, right? Again, like Leo, I remember I have this memory where she decided to do pendant Helma when there was an item like left on Helma. And it was just a regular pendant, not green or anything, and she rushed it and had whatever required item. And Kyung didn't end up getting there until his if not his last location, his like very close to last location. So.
Yeah, that was funny. Telethar used the flute to dodge the portal, but then he had to like kind of change his movement to not get picked up. But yeah, I mean that's casual boots. I said it's the most likely result for this group is a tiebreaker between Leo and Tristanian, but it's casual boots. Oh, we're getting lots of arrows. So very much anything could happen.
Yeah.
So now we're in a situation where it's going to be either just Leo and telethar going through, or the three-way tiebreaker.
Okay, alright, that lightning was very awkward. Oh, everything is good and fine. Don't think she's too in danger. Alright, let's see what ends up
Bring the
happening
bow out.
here. We have the regular bow out. Excellent usage, Telethar. Just saying, they use the bow on team in their league team like every race, and they won league. So
Mhm.
maybe not quite for this particular race, but we do see in this case that using the correct bow will not actually affect the outcome of the race.
It did affect the outcome of one race today, but
True, true. But that one he could have found somewhere else to save 6 seconds on.
that's true. Just be faster, and then you always have time for bow ammo.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, Leo's on her last dungeon. Okay, I'm assuming we got both items on desert.
Yeah,
Just
we
be
must
Lamos
have.
for Green
Yeah.
Pendant.
Yeah.
Alright, well sadly, we're in the same area for Telethar and Leo, but one of these runners is distinctly has a goal in mind. And okay, now Telethar did not go into Dark World, so I guess he was maybe more of a believer. Now I'm gonna assume that he's gonna go into Dark World here. And do pod before going back to Swamp. Yeah. Oh no, no!
Oh,
We're going to Swamp.
yep. So I assume he has only left side swamp and Helmer right now, but
Yeah, yeah.
where was the big key in Meyer? It was pretty deep, right? Or you just
Meyer
had-
lobby.
It was in the lobby.
It's not terrible, but Telethar has like a lot of ground to make up, right? So Leo is like
Yeah.
about halfway through Eastern already, and then once she's done, she's gonna just go climb the mountain, right?
Eastern's a
And-
fast dungeon. And I mean, Telethar still has to finish this whole left side swamp here, including like hitting the switch and everything.
Yeah.
So like it's gonna be a pretty big time gap still, like probably outside of I'm sure it'll still be outside of GT routing.
What you're telling me is the Bo Lamos again did not affect the outcome of this race. That is what you just said.
Outside of Bolamo routing.
Yes. I don't know if there would be any type of metagaming. If you think that Leo would beat Pen and Helma for any reason whatsoever, then I don't know. Maybe to keep parity, that would be okay. But also, again, like if you don't think that she skipped left side swamp, you might be able to do left side swamp the first time.
The thing is, the bow was deep, right? The bow was locked by the mirror, which was locked by the mitts, which was in pod. So basically, Pen and Helma is a guaranteed double dip. So I'm sure from Telethar's perspective, he's like, I'm sure I'm ahead if it's on Pen and Helma. Whereas left side swamp is a bit more worrying, especially with, the big key being in the front. It's possible someone makes that play. So that's definitely a reason to go to left side swamp first.
Yeah, Leo's gonna finish up. She's looking to finish up Armos now, and then she's gonna head up, and then yeah, Telethar probably won't even have his quick battalion. Maybe by the end she finishes, and then until Telethar has like a whole mire. So it's probably gonna be 3-ish minutes, three and change maybe. You gotta get in the mire, you gotta get the big key, you gotta go beat the boss. Like there's quite a bit of time commitment in that area.
Yeah. But yeah, outside of GT difference still, but I mean, he can definitely make up some time in the climb with execution, but I don't think it could be enough even with a God GT route.
Yeah, I think Leo also. Alright, there's quick for Telethar. Okay, pretty close. We are basically one mire behind on Telthar's side as Leo starts her mountain descent. But yeah, like I was gonna say, I don't think that Leo is probably in too much danger in terms of safeties. Like she has a good amount of health, and she does, I believe, still have a potion with her. So hopefully things will be okay. I mean, we don't have like like the most luxurious of safeties, like half magic and like red mail and stuff like that. But I mean, we
Yeah.
have tempered sword. That is the best safety we're gonna ask for.
Yeah, we're pretty comfy still. We're going through Super Bunny. This actually, we also haven't even opened the TR portal, right? So.
Oh yeah, that's true. So actually, is this faster then to go through Super Bunny if you haven't done the TR portal?
I think it's like probably about the same.
Okay.
Like TR is like only maybe 2 seconds faster or so. So like maybe it's still slightly faster if you do like perfect pegs and stuff, but definitely a much higher dead rock risk. So
Yes,
it definitely makes sense
I
to go this
remember those
way.
guys.
I mean, I think it's
Mhm.
also reasonable to go this way even if you have the TR portal open.
Yeah, I remember Dead Rocks costing a lot of time. Every single time you get Dead Rock is 8 seconds. Like, so if you feel like in a normal like NMG run, you can't really risk like probably the 2 seconds or whatever. You just have to take your just take your lumps if you get them. But I think here maybe Rando is probably okay. All right, Leo, she is going left side first.
Nice
Nice
ether.
ether. Alright, none of this, but yeah, as you mentioned before, this is not VT branch, so none of this like GT Vicky can be anywhere in the basement, so don't worry about that. This is just whatever GT basement routing you're accustomed to. Go for that.
Normal GT routing applies.
Yeah. Okay, fourth sword. We're
That's
even
cold sword.
safer.
Even safer.
We got Berna as well. Okay, Telethar at least making the prudent decision to not do big key chest immediately. So he'll get his map chest, or sorry, lobby chest, get his big key, and then head on up. Head on over to Vitreous. Just go a little bit further, Telethar. That room is great. Oh, okay. He did not mess up. And go to I love this from Poggers with the Sluggulas. Unfortunate.
I've never messed that up
Maybe
bad
next
enough that
casualty.
I walked in the door by accident. I feel like that's not really
that is
possible.
unfortunate.
Leo, we didn't
I
light the
can't.
torch. Oh no!
No! Oh my
She
gosh!
has green push.
Is she gonna? No, her.
Oh, she ran out
Okay.
of slime.
I think. Does she have magic here in this? Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, there's full magic, so
Everything's
just do it
good.
again.
Yeah. I didn't actually know she ended up picking up the pot earlier. That would be very sad if she couldn't get that through.
Okay, we're fine.
Okay. Now she doesn't know that she has quite the distance between herself and Telethar, but I mean, like, you don't know where your opponent is. Something like this happens, it can be pretty tilting.
Yeah.
Especially when you probably feel pretty good about that quick on left side swamp when there's only one item over there.
Yeah, I'm sure she knows like that and the mitts are two things that went well for her, so
Yeah.
I'm sure she's knowing that like there's a real good chance that she's ahead here.
Alright, doesn't look like we found anything in Compass Room or Stalfos Room, so I guess if for those of you who rando rush, this could be your seed. Of course, it also could be in Tile Room or Ice Armos.
Yeah.
GFE, only wall kicks can wall kicks the key. Okay, nobody else can. I don't know if you've seen this like clip of wall kicks like in one of these like casual boost tournament where he tries to pick up the conveyor conveyor star pits pot key like after compass. He picks it up, the key like hops up a little, and then before it like lands and registers that it's in his inventory, wall kicks mirrors. Like he was so fast that he like didn't get the key, so then he had to go back.
That is tragic. It's kind of like it's easy to do. It's kind of like, in NMG, the basement cage key. You press your mirror frame too early.
Oh yeah, I remember that too. Yeah. I'll get a book,
Nice
by the
book.
way.
Yeah.
That's yep, GT. Alright, let's see in this case if it's in Rando Room. We have Red Mail. Pretty comfy now, like ultimately comfy for the climb.
There it is.
Yeah, it is here. I don't know what number that was, by the way, but Leo's going. Now Telethar decides to rando rush for whatever reason, then
So the problem is, like, you basically
fine.
can't random rush the seed because there was no small keys in DM room. So,
Oh, okay.
like, you'd
That
risk
that's
getting the big
unfortunate.
key with no small keys, or you risk, like, you either have to skip map chest or risk getting locked out at Fire Snake, which means, like, you're just not gonna do it.
Mm.
So,
That is unfortunate. Maybe he'll do Hope Room first, and then not continue Compass, and then just go rando.
hope and full left. Yeah, I guess that's
Yeah,
the best route in this layout.
Alright, Leo actually did use up all her arrows. I mean, she had just enough for mimics, which is good. Nothing too alarming, of course, as she's gonna climb her gauntlet. It's just kind of nice to have for a couple arrows, so you can do some range attacks.
Oh, we're in the refill room. She's a little bit low on health at this point.
Yeah, yeah. And I've certainly seen people want to take just like an intentional damage boost, so gain some iframes to cross this bridge. Very, very understandable. She did have a cape for what it's worth, but maybe she didn't want to spend the magic. Or Berna, for that matter.
Yeah, I think what I've seen in the NMG guide or something is that falling in and getting iframes is like slower than just, you know, walking through the
Oh, really?
world. Yeah, so
Really?
it's like you shouldn't really
Oh,
ever do it. Yeah, it's like that's slower
I'm
than you think.
learning.
It doesn't feel like it,
Oh.
but like the time to fall down there and respawn is actually pretty slow.
Yeah, that's okay. I learned something new. Like, I really thought that you're just supposed to fall because you see so many random players that kind of like do that at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just something that's more consistent. Who knows? Okay, yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
Vallejo
it's
has
kind of
made
an
it through.
easy, consistent strat, but
Yeah, yeah.
not
I could
actually
definitely.
fast.
Even I can fall and then dash. Yeah, Leo,
Cold sword, so it could just save some magic by doing slashes. Slashes are the same as fire rod shots.
Yeah, yeah. So long as we have enough magic to like use some Aria here, and the big one is that we have the lamp, so we don't have to worry too much about.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, we're definitely
there's some
getting
magic.
that.
She did grab the arrow pot, even though we don't need arrows after this point, so maybe she's gonna look for silvers up here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have no complaints about that. I mean, you never know where Silver's gonna show up. Like, Ganon can just say, in this case, that, oh, did you find the arrows in my tower? I don't know if she wants to search for arrows at this point. Like, she might just be okay with silverless. Maybe she always just checks these checks, because, again, there are four things up here, so then they can have your silvers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think, you see, like, GFE, making, or what is it, like, oh no, somebody here said, yeah, silvers and TR, like, there's a lot of
Okay, only Mini-Helmet
spaces.
left.
Yeah, okay. Maybe telethar will check Mini-Helmet right, and then he'll get silvers, and he'll save, like, 30 seconds.
Yeah. Will be enough to come back.
Zaf, please don't use Legos as implements of pain. Alright, that would make me sad. Also, some foreboding. I do not want to experience that in my near future, so.
No silvers.
No silvers, alright. Alright, that is big key for telethar. Oh. Alright. Zaf. I feel safe here in the commentary booth. Yeah, but this is, I mean, this is certainly within, like, this is not necessarily within the realm. Oh, Telethar also needs arrows? Alright, we're gonna go pick him up. I have seen people mimic clip, for what it's worth, but this is not maybe within mimic clip territory.
It's a good Aga too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
this
you
is
still
kind of
prefer to
where...
grab the bow, but or grab the
Oh,
arrow,
yeah,
but
yeah,
that one
yeah.
despawns sometimes. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, this is why I think people, if you can, get a little bit extra set of arrows before you go into that room, just so you don't have to necessarily run that risk.
Yeah.
You must have picked up half magic at some point where I totally did not pay attention. I'm assuming it was in desert.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like, man, he's just using the cape like for for funsies, like no, very cavalier. And I was like, oh, I guess he just doesn't care about magic. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so we are, Leo is getting rid of her sword beams, making a much more, ambient Ganon fight. A little bit more dulcet tones here. Everything is fine. We have red mail. We can't die.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yes. Okay, everything's fine. Yeah, but this is kind of where.
Too, does she?
Yeah. She should have at least one. At least one. But I don't see her. So I remember she used, I think, a green one on a cold stare, and then I thought she kind of quick swapped through or paused through a blue one that I saw. In pod! Does that mean it's on Helma?
Oh, it's on Helma?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
Oh. Bow locked Helma. Alright.
That's a classic.
Yeah, alright. Well, probably should have done a little prediction on where the silvers were going to be.
I don't think anybody was guessing that.
Alright, yeah. Leo did get probably the most important last tech, which is Torch Glitch. Now, she can kind of take her time, make sure she gets her swordless spins in.
Oh.
Okay. This is a good time to use that potion.
Yeah. Just barely got clipped by the fire bat.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go for the spin.
Yeah, but she's kind of just like very steadily making progress. You don't have to be perfect in your execution.
Oh, that's a nice triple. That's like one of the harder spots for a triple.
Nice. Telethar also
Okay,
maybe
we're doing
taking a quick
triples.
peek.
Oh, just
we got a
there.
blue Ganon. We got a blue Ganon. All right.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
GG.
GG's to Laoria, taking what is considered to be the upset over Telethar and Casual Boots. Left side swamp conquers all in this case. Very well done. Laoria has at least given herself a chance in order to make brackets. If nothing else, if Telethar loses tomorrow, whenever he plays, she'll make it in for sure, and otherwise she's going to force a three-way tie. I think this is a GG's for Telethar as well. I'm going to assume that this means that it's a forfeit.
Yeah, looks like he's forfeited. GG's to Telethar too. He's very close even, considering all of that extra stuff.
Yeah.
And
my gosh, he basically full clip the game except for Helma.
yeah. And we know that Helma would have actually
given himself first. Yeah. All right. Well, we are joined by Laoria and Telethar. GG's.
GG's.
GG.
GG's. Well, left side swamp was in your favor, Leo.
Yeah, 100%. Like, okay, I know I'm not beating Telethar in a foot race. It's not happening. I'm realistic. So I knew I had to gamble, and like that's why I'm like, all right, we're in Dark World, Pod's a pendant. Let's just book it. Let's just live the meme. And then pulled mitts. I'm like, great. Then left side swamp. Once I got the big key, I basically decided, like, if in loop around or the big chest I get a map or a compass, I'm doing left side. Like, I have to YOLO. If I get one of them, great, let's do it. If not, then forget it. So that's why I didn't just go and do left side first, because I wasn't set on it. Holy crap, though.
Yeah, I mean, I also YOLO'd into pod, got my meds, got my hook shot, went up the mountain, got my flute, got my fire rod, got my mirror. Everything felt pretty good. I just had a lot left, and then I got my bow out of swamp, and I'm like, well, I have Pyramid Fairy, Graveyard Ledge, Catfish, K45, Stumpy, Shovel, Dig Game, Smith, Purple Chest, Magic Bat, Desert, Green Pendant. I was like, I just can't justify left side swamp for one item, and Eastern, 3 items in Eastern. I'm just like, I'm just not gonna.
Yeah,
So.
I think it all comes down to whether you do it before the back, right? Because, yeah, that's what we were wondering. So, yeah, you guys had like very similar routes mostly. Telethar was much later to certain checks like Stumpy and Dig Game and Spec Rock. But yeah, you kind of covered those off after you got into your Go -1 because I'm sure you knew that you were not the first one of those checks.
Yeah, but
No.
I figured I was
Sorry.
doing fine to the progression, and like it's not like I was wasting time in all my dungeons or anything. So it's like it's fine if Quake is here in one of these like if Quake was at Stumpy, I'm like whatever. It's not gonna hurt me.
Right.
So like I felt like I was kind of zooming through the seed. Everything was going
it might help
great.
because you got to go mode like Myra and stuff, right?
Yeah. So like I wasn't too concerned about like Spec Rock that I didn't check ever, and Stumpy that I never went to and did get like it's just like those will be fine. Just but I had to get to
They were
them.
junk anyway. Who needs them?
Yeah, let me tell you, they were. I can tell you what every item was. In fact,
I know you can. I was like, literally, like you told me you were on Agate. I'm like, and he full cleared the game, and I did not. And like that just shows exactly how much faster you are, which again is kind of like why I felt like I had to pick Kaz boots. Like if I picked an all dungeons against you, it just works not in my favor at all. At all.
I mean, I do think that you made a good choice on Kaz boots, and like it's how it goes for sure.
Yeah.
I in this particular seed, I just had, aside from Quake, a very good route.
Yeah.
It felt very good for me for most all of it, and then one item exists as does Rando, so that's how it'd be.
Literally, that's I think the story of at least the story of both of my races today. Like, well, that and not. I didn't have to anti-route myself a little bit for food this one, but that's neither here nor there. But no, I'm just like kind of not like it hasn't like sunk in, I guess, but I'm excited. Like I want to watch this one back.
Yeah, it's a good race. You guys both rushing pod was pretty amazing.
Yeah,
I mean, when I saw it was a pendant and Telethar was in Hype Cave, I was like, I feel like Telethar might just go to pod. But
where else was I supposed to go? Everywhere.
Dig Game, Stumpy.
Dig
I don't know, one of those.
Those are locked by Mirror, Mitts, and Shovel.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. I think another thing that was worked out very well for Telethar was the ice routing, because Leo, you didn't hit the switch, and then it was kind of, which I kind of like, I'm so 50-50 on which of those routes I prefer. Like, if you're planning to full clear, it's nice to hit the switch, but then you have that disaster situation where the 3 items are early and the big key is in iced tea, and that just completely sucks. Yeah. So
was that what this was?
The big key was in iced tea.
Right, and then big key iced tea.
I know where the 3 items were. That was
so
nice.
Telethar just got to skip Freezor and iced tea,
and I'm done.
Yeah. Like, that's what's rough is, like, I don't know what the right answer is when it comes to ice for that, because I think, I was in bow and medallion mode at that point, and it's like, alright, well, I'm 2 from go, like, it makes sense that I'm gonna full clear, and then you just get all 3 items, like, well, okay, I guess.
Yeah, I'm pretty of the opinion, like, the only scenario where, like, you really truly get owned by hitting the switch is if, like, there's a key on Cold Stare and... No, there's really no... Like, the worst case scenario is the big keys in Iced Tea, and then you can still... You do Freezor, you can bomb jump over to Iced Tea, and then you backtrack to Big Chest, and, like, that's the worst case scenario.
Right. And, like, what was rough in this one is, like, the small keys. I don't know if you got any of the ice small keys. I don't think you did.
Nope.
Or was there one? I was going to say, it was, like, Big Chest and...
I got a compass, and then I got 3 items, and I was done.
Yeah. Literally, I think it had to be, Big Chest Cold Stare? So, yeah, like, you couldn't just bomb jump and go down. At least I don't think. No, I had to fall down and then go through Ice Hell. So
yeah, you couldn't do
like,
that,
oh.
but I don't think there's a scenario where you would have 0 keys and an item remaining after
Right.
doing freeze, because like that means your big key has to be in iced tea, and then you have 2 small keys on big chest and boss. That's like the only
Right.
scenario where you would have 0 keys after Freezor.
Yeah,
In which
this
case,
was
if you-
literally like worst case scenario for hitting. Yeah, no, you're right. So in most
I think
situations,
the advantage I think of not hitting the switch is like you can get your last item in big chest, and then if your last item's not there, go to iced tea after. Whereas if you hit the switch, then you still have an item left, then you have to do iced tea first. Or you have to drop down and then go all the way around if there's an item in iced tea.
Okay, yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why I kind of feel like I'll hit the switch, but I might be committing to skipping iced tea if, like, you know, I have 1 item left and it could be big chest or boss. Then I'm probably just like committing to skipping iced tea. So I feel like if I'm definitely not skipping an item, then I might prefer to not hit the switch, and like I probably won't get burned for it. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard to say. Like there's some good and bad situations for each of them.
I wonder too if honestly like there's something to be said for like really just only potentially skip the switch in keys. Or if you're willing to make that gamble like you just said, Jamo, for like iced tea. But like in Key Sanity, you know,
Oh, your
if
mic
you
just
have
cut
the
out.
big
What did you
key,
say?
you just Oh, I'm sorry. Like I was saying that if you like oh gosh, get my brain together. Like I wonder if it's like fair to say if it's keys and you have the big key, like that's your situation where you don't hit the switch, but like in almost every other situation just hit it unless you're wanting to gamble iced tea like you just mentioned.
That's how I play it. Is in keys, if you have the like, if I have the big key rolling in, and or like if I have the big key from the first chest, I'm not going to hit the switch.
Right.
But if if it's not keys, aka there's 5 items and 5 chests in the dungeon that I don't want to open,
Mhm.
then I think the gamble it favors hitting the switch and gambling that you're going to be able to skip some stuff. But I'm not,
No, I'm like taking
not-
notes right now, dude. Like I'm here for this. I'm
I mean,
like,
yeah,
like logging it all in.
Yeah, I mean, I think what you did is definitely not necessarily wrong, Leo. Especially, there was a compass in the first chest, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
it was vanilla compass.
Which also kind of swings me towards not hitting the switch because it's like unlikely I'm going to get like my 3 items as the next 3 checks. Like if there's an
Right.
item in the first check, it's a bit more likely I'm getting all my items before the big key. But
4 checks
Yeah.
for what it's worth. But yeah,
yeah,
like
but
you
I mean,
you win out if
Yeah.
it's in the first 3 items in the first 5 checks. Whereas
Well,
the
yeah,
first
yeah.
one was compass,
yeah, but
Yeah, like
Yeah.
even Big Key and Freezor wouldn't have been too bad, but like iced tea is just like the worst.
yeah, that's just
Yeah.
the time where you get very punished for it, and it sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh man. Yay. Sorry.
anyway, you guys know the situation for your group, I assume.
Yeah.
Yes and no. Like we know the situation, but it's
I
Go
am
ahead.
now 4-1. Leo is 4-2. I have to play Tristanian. If I win, I'm 5-1 first in my group, and Leo's second.
Mm,
Yeah.
If I lose, then it's a 3-way tie for all of us, and we have to play a tiebreaker.
yeah.
please no.
Where we all
I mean-
traded wins with each other. Those are the 2 possibilities.
Yeah.
And before that, Tristanian needs to schedule with me. So like that's still a whole thing.
That's
So
the
Every-
final boss
everyone
of
waiting?
our group.
yeah.
It's even more
So does
important
this
now
have to
because
be? Yeah, does it have to be done like this weekend?
Don't
Or-
know. I've asked him to schedule, and then I said I'm not going to ask
Okay.
again. This is my last message, and that was the last message I'm going to put in that chat until he puts times in there. Duke said, "Hey, please schedule," and I told Duke I've done my part, and I'm not going to do anymore. So that's where I'm at. Like,
Yeah, literally, this was on like Tuesday morning.
well,
And
it's also like my 8th message asking to schedule.
yeah,
so-
exactly. Well, no, I'm not saying that you should again. No, I'm saying
No,
that
yeah,
it's
no, no,
been since Tuesday and it's like crickets.
Yeah, it's crickets, but it wasn't like my first message and then crickets. It was my
Right.
8th message and then crickets. I'm just like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, no, and that's just it. Like, I was even tempted to say something myself, but yeah, it ended up on my end at least working out. But I hope for your sake that
I'm unconcerned.
communication happens.
I'm unconcerned. Something will happen, and I'll find
Yeah.
out what that something is at some point.
I mean, I think no matter what happens, like, you're in a very solid spot. Did you pick your game one against Tristanian, or did he?
Yeah, I picked Kabuki against everyone, and everyone banned cross keys versus me.
Okay, so let me tell you though about how I literally went back and forth about what I was going to ban against you.
I do think Kabuki is probably a better ban than cross keys. They're both
yes.
good for me, but like I
Yes.
do think that like it's hard. It's gonna be hard to take a all dungeons key sanity with starting boots and sword off of me. Like, just realistically.
No, 100%, dude. I was like, okay. I just straight up was like, all right, I'm gonna lose this game no matter what. Like, realistically, I'm gonna lose. And whichever one I don't pick, I knew you were going to pick, right? Like, if I ban Kabuki, you were gonna likely pick cross keys. If I ban cross keys, you were gonna pick Kabuki. Or at least that's what I would have guessed.
There's a very good chance that I would have let you pick first and hoped that you picked has boots, because then I would have had to make a decision if you picked like 80 tile swap. Then I've been like, do I want to play with boots or do I want to increase my winning chances? Because like,
Instead, we just played with boots the whole time and it was great.
It was great.
But yeah, no, I literally was like, okay, is there a chance that I could take a win in cross keys? Sure, maybe. Fat chance, but there's one there.
Yeah, I think there's a chance for sure.
Yeah, like am I going to beat him in Kabuki? No. Am I going to have fun with Kabuki, though? Yes. So I chose fun over the potential win in that case.
No complaints. I had fun.
Yeah.
It was a fun seed. This one was too, aside from
left side swap.
aside from, no, I mean, it was fine. Like, I wasn't too bothered by it. It was like, yeah, I probably am not in time if Leo got left side swamp, but most people will go to the back first and get their bow and be like, well,
good enough.
Surely I go for my bow and my pyramid fairy or like go for my eastern clear and my pyramid fairy and do that first. And then I'll probably have time to get back for that, but you know. But also
insert joke about not like other girls. Ha ha ha.
but also
not like other rando runners. Oh my god, dude. But no, I know it's probably getting to be time to wrap up, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I just want to thank Telethar, good race, and thanks Jammo, Clearmouse, Blink Jeebus, and Lopoi for crew.
Yeah, thank you guys for running. It was a fun one to watch.
Yeah, no, thank you guys all so much. Yeah, as again, also want to thank our trackers. We actually were blessed by 2 trackers tonight, Lopoi and Blank Jeebus, so really appreciate it. Actually, I think Blank Jeebus is his second time tracking, I think for maybe even in general, but also for main tournament, so really happy to see some newer faces. Well, not actual faces, but you get the idea. It's newer people like here and helping out. Second general, yeah, no, that's great. Thank you so much. Like, you did a great job. Everything was here. I know you had a little bit of internet issues earlier, but everything looks great. So really appreciate it. And yeah, Leo and Telethar. So Telethar, I guess you're gonna play effectively a little bit of spoiler for this group, but certainly best of luck. And then
no, I mean it still matters for me if I lose.
That's true. Yeah. If you lose, then you have to play. Yeah. So you have incentive in this case too to win.
I'm kind of sort of in a best of 3 where I'm up a game.
Mm-hmm.
thing is, I think the tiebreaker is also can be forced to Kabuki. Like it's Kabuki if the mode is not agreed. So
Oh,
Right.
I like your
Yeah,
chances of
which would
not finishing third in a Kabuki. So
Gee, I wonder.
I wouldn't say I'm worried about your bracket chance.
Yeah, no.
yeah.
Just again, you know, skip left side swamp and everything will be great for me. Anyway.
Leo, you get to relax a bit since you're done.
I'm gonna
so-
I'm gonna relax until I see what happens, but I might have to, if I'm not working, have to try and see if I can't at the very least watch y'all's race. And then I'll be sitting there like panic.
Yelling at me,
Like,
just
"Yes!
do the side swap! Don't skip
Why
it!
are you not doing this? My god, it'll be like when I'm calming my own teammates, except worse. Actually, no, it can't be worse. There's really no situation where it's worse than that. But no, I'm pulling for you if for no other reason than scheduling a 3-way is going to be a nightmare and a half.
Same.
Good luck, Telethar.
Best of luck, Telethar. In the near
Best of luck,
future.
Telethar.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. All right, we should wrap up. Thank you.
Yeah.
GG's good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys all so much. Yeah. Thank you so much, Jambo. It was a blast. Really
Yep,
glad
it
that
was
we were
fun.
able to do this.
Thanks for
Mhm.
inviting me.
Yeah. So this is the last race for tonight. If you guys are still awake at 4 a.m. Eastern, which is 5 hours, Steinchen versus Power to Mario. That's on SpeedGaming main, and then starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow, more normal times, is more main tournament races. Again, wrapping up the group ones, and so more rando soon, and hopefully we'll see you all then. All right, have a great night. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your weekend.